Hey everybody, it's Brian with Engadget. We are here taking a look at the Kindle Paperwhite. This is the latest e-reader from Amazon. Just sort of quickly looking at the thing, you can tell there are some key aesthetic changes between this version and the last generation Kindle. Number one, they've swapped out the gray. This is an entirely black device, front and back. A lot more minimalist this time around. Used to be a little menu button right there. That's gone. There's actually only one physical button on this entire thing. Right there, that is the power button. We're gonna click this on, power this guy up. Looking right now at one of Kindle's many special offers. This, of course, is how Amazon subsidizes the price. This is how you are able to get a Kindle for $119. So we're outside right now. You might be able to tell one of the key differences between the Paperwhite and earlier versions of the Kindle. That's that this thing is front illuminated. So we'll be able to tell a little bit better when we're in a dark room. It's got this really nice menu right here for turning up the light sensitivity up and down. A lot of different settings, so you can sort of tell the difference a little bit. What's interesting here, as far as this device is concerned versus its chief competitor, the Nook Simple Touch with Glow Light, is that this is really built to have the light on at all times. So with the light on, Amazon's saying you should get about 8 weeks of reading time, which means you're really not going to have to either A, charge this thing very often, or B, turn the lights on and off. Let's exit out of here. Otherwise, in terms of UI, fairly similar to past versions of the Kindle. If you played around with those at all, you should be used to this. One of the key differences here, however, is that you've got a choice up here at the top between the device. So this is all of the content that you've got on the device right now. Obviously, I haven't really done a lot of reading on this thing yet, but I've got a dictionary, the instructions for setting up the Kindle, and a user's guide. So I've got a lot of reading ahead of me on this guy. We can also click over to the cloud. So these are all of the books that that I read on the last generation Kindle. So we're actually connected via 3G right now. That, of course, is one of the key differences between Amazon's Kindles and other e-reading devices. And it's really nice because you just have to pay up front for the service right there, and you can kind of, download books as much as you wish without paying data fees. But that hasn't changed since past versions of this device. So we'll peruse my library here. This is what I've been downloading on. This is what I was downloading, reading on an older Kindle device. Take a look at the reading experience. A Paul Auster book, Sunset Park. It's all right, not his best. Bigger fan of Auster's older work. All right, there we go. So we clicked on that, and this is actually downloading the content directly to the device. As you can tell, pretty quick download. Oh, hello there. I brought you inside to show you off the coolest feature of the Kindle Paperwhite, that it's got front illumination right here. Of course, similar to the Nook Simple Touch with Glow Light, but a brand new proprietary technology. Let's take it for a spin, shall we? This is really, in a lot of ways, this is well, light years beyond what we've seen on the Nook right here. For starters, we've just got kind of a nice white color on this device. It's not quite that indigo quality that we've seen on the Nook Simple Touch with Glow Light. The key here, however, is what Amazon was able to do with the light distribution. So if you take a look along the device, I mean, the light itself is really distributed quite evenly. You can maybe see a little bit of difference along the bottom of the screen, but for the most part, it's really hard to tell where the light is coming from on this device. That, according to Amazon, is because they've actually created a technology that's more or less like a fiber optic cable laid thin that's just able to really distribute that extremely well. I'm going to show you this device right here up against the chief competitor, the Nook Simple Touch with Glow Light. And the reason why you're not seeing this on right now is because I don't keep it on all the time, because it really, if you use it all the time, it's going to eat your battery. Let's turn this guy up, shall we? So, just to be fair, we're going to turn this one up all the way as well. Notice the slider itself is much nicer as well than it is on the Nook. So we'll just open this up to a random page in a book that I'm reading right now. I mean, the difference is really extremely clear on these devices. The Nook, or excuse me, the Kindle Paperwhite. I mean, this is why it's called the Paperwhite. It's just, it looks like a white page. You know, it's not even as tinted as the sort of yellowish page that we're used to seeing on an e-ink device with the color turned on. You can really see up here, this is the source of the light. I mean, this is where it's all coming from. And if you flip this guy over like this, you can actually sort of see the lights at the top of the device. I mean, that's really not the case at all with this. It's magical. You have no idea where the lights are coming from on this device. It's actually a really sort of thin, sleek device. In terms of footprint, it looks a lot like the last version of the Kindle. There's not a heck of a lot to it. You know, again, we've got this power button down here. We've got a micro USB port right there. And, you know, if you sort of take a look around the sides, there's just really nothing on here. No expandable memory on this guy. That, you know, nothing too shocking there. That's pretty much the same as we've seen in past versions of the Kindle. But, you know, Amazon's argument here is that you're going to be able to store everything you want in the cloud, so you don't really need to bother with that. Nice back on this guy as well. It's got that little sort of soft touch back on it. Nice sort of Kindle logo right there. Still got a soft spot in my heart for the concave back on the back of the Nook. It's really just a lot easier to hold that. And, you know, Barnes & Noble's thing has always been a slightly larger bezel, so you've got a place to stick your finger, but it, you know, not going to make a huge heck of a lot of difference here. I mean, this is a really easy device to hold for an extended period of time. One of the things that that this new really sort of sharper, crisper screen has afforded Amazon is the ability to have a lot more fonts here. So you can actually, I mean, we can scale down, use different kinds of fonts. This Baskerville font right here at the lowest size of a lot of settings, and you can see it. I mean, it's really, you know, it's really tiny. This is extremely tiny text, but it's really crisp. This is something you're not going to get on the Nook Simple Touch with Glow Light, for example. The technology that they actually use to do the front lighting there really kind of cuts down on the quality of the text. So you've got kind of broken up text. It's uneven, you know, across the face of this device. Really crisp, really clean, really sharp here. This, you know, it's all around. This is an extremely solid device from Amazon. $119, extremely good price point as well. Of course, that's the starting price. It goes up from there. Part of the reason why, again, you're able to get that starting price is because of the offers right there, which, you know, Amazon, typical Amazon is trying to serve you up ads at any point possible. That said, this is, I'd say, the top contender for the best e-reader on the market right now.